I don't know what type of guys you were talking to as a 40-year-old woman, you know, that they're having to lie about their age to you. People say to you, why do you lie about your age? Oh, why don't you lie about your age? Okay. Are these people that lie about their age? Obviously they are, if they're encouraging you to do it. I imagine. I mean, why, you wouldn't do it unless you actually do it yourself, I'm assuming. Why would you say to someone, why don't you lie about your age, if they don't do it themselves? I'm assuming these are all women. Are these women that do that? Well, yeah, but don't you find it's more of a woman thing? Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, I guess I can see men lying about their age, but I mean, the ratio, do you know what? I think when women lie about their age, I believe it's not with the intention of continuing the lie forever, for the rest of their lives, till they die, carrying it to the grave. I believe it's more so to attract the thing or the person to them at that time, that they will receive the benefit of that thing at that time, and then later, you know, they can reveal their age, or like dating, for example. Yeah, I think that lying about their age is more like it's like bait. You know, when you're fishing, you put the bait on the hook and you catch the fish, and that's that. You know, you've got it now. I don't think they plan to lie about it until they, carry it to the grave, kind of thing. Their real age. I think it's just to, not to scare people off, if you like, especially in like dating and courting and relationships and stuff. I think it's definitely to a baiting thing, like not to scare the person off, but to catch them. And then when they get into it and they like each other, whatever, then they will say, oh, do you know how old I really am? You know, I think it's more. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. I think it's more that once a person's hooked in, once they're hooked in, and they've kind of feel they've got them, then they will tell their real ages and they'll get on with their lives. But I think they don't want to scare a potential mate off by telling their real age. I think it's more that. I think. It's funny. I think it can be more offensive, or it can be more offensive a man doing it, because it is seen. I think it's seen that he has no real need. I think women can kind of get away with it. Women, because it's so common. It's been done for so long. Women, and their age thing, and the clock ticking type of thing, the biological clock and all that kind of stuff. Women are kind of excused for their reasons, that they're worried about their looks and aging and all that kind of stuff. But I think when a man does it and he's found out, I think it's a worse thing. I think a worse punishment it's just older than they are. What you mean, like young guys? I can imagine a young guy doing that, but not like a guy past 35. I don't think so. I don't see a guy past 35 or 30 even saying that he's lying about his age, saying he's older, unless there was some form he was filling out and it was going to benefit him in some way to say he was older, But you mean in terms of females? Oh yeah, I could see younger guys lying about their age. That kind of puts them in favor with older women. I could see that. So that the woman's not thinking, oh, he's too young, it kind of puts him in the bracket that, she would probably be going for. And if he said he was his real age, maybe she'd say, you're too young for me. I could see that. But that's got to be 25, nothing above that. Nothing above 30 for sure. You know what I mean? I don't think so. I think any guy that's 30 is not going to be lying about his age to make himself older. Unless the woman has something against the age 30, she thinks it's too young or something like that, or she says that, then he might try and notch his age up a bit. I don't know, but I definitely think that's an under 30s thing. Maybe even under 25. Come on, do you see a guy at 35 lying about his age, making himself older? For what reason? unless he's like I said, filling out a form, going for a job or something, some opportunity that he's required to be older. I could only see it then, but not to a woman. No way. I don't. It's just it's unthinkable, to be honest. I never did it anyway. But if I was gonna do it, it would have been when I was younger, and if I was pursuing an older woman, and I wanted to, I knew that she would say my age was too young. Then I might have done that. I could see why guys did it. But I've never done that. I've never had to, but I could see why. Yeah, because women are saying, "No, you're too young for me. You're just a boy." And then they wouldn't get the opportunity. But if they lie and say they're a bit older, they may get in there. I could see that. But that's got to be under 30. That's yeah. I don't know what type of guys you were talking to, as a 40-year-old woman. That they're having to lie about their age to you. That's just funny. You're actually gone very quiet. I'm actually worried. You're talking about your own situation here? Huh? You can tell me. I'm not surprised that you get lots of young guys approaching you lying about their age so they can get with you. I mean, I in a different circumstance, I might have done the same thing. Fortunately, I've never had to do that. But I could see that. There's no shame in that. Young guys on your case and stuff. It's great. There's nothing wrong, no shame in that at all. Are we on the same page? Are we talking about the same thing? Okay. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that at all. That's great. If young guys are looking at you and thinking, yeah, I want some. That's great. 50 and 60, you say you find insulting, and 20 and what age? What was the other age? Early 20s to mid 20s, you find insulting as well. Do you know what? This is interesting. You say you find guys 50 to age 50 to 60 approaching you insulting, and you say, okay, so it's not an age thing then. You're talking about the person and how they carry themselves thing, and that could be age. Okay, I see. Because I was gonna say, if that's your scale, you're getting guys from early 20s to mid 20s approaching you, and then you're getting guys age 50 to 60 approaching you. That's nothing to be like mad at. That's saying to you that you appeal to a wide range. You appeal to not just one small area in terms of men's ages. You have mass appeal. I understand. I mean, I can understand that you're not for it, but what I would say is that just says you have mass appeal, and that is something to be very happy about, to be honest with you. That is basically what that's saying. That's saying that you have mass appeal. From age 20 to age 20 to 25, then up to 60. So that you could go right up, because that's going to be everything in between as well. Definitely. Yeah, you're cool with those. They don't, I see. I understand. But that's still good though, that you got young guys approaching you and you got older men approaching you. That just says that still says you have mass appeal, because I'm not either of those. I'm in between, and I find you very sexy. So I'll stand up for the middle part, and that gives you mass appeal. I stand by that. It's true. You may not like the guys that are approaching you, but that still says that you have it. And you should be very happy about that. People are interested in a wide range of ages. Who, me? Yes, I do. Yeah, I do. Not so much on the younger side though, I don't find. Not so much on the younger side. I maybe I'm naive, but I don't find it to be so. I find in my experience more tends to be the older, my age and older. So yeah, I suppose, but it's fewer of the younger age that I find approach me or show interest in me in that way. I find it's older women and women around my age, going closer to like mid 30s or early 30s and down, I find not so much. Again, maybe I'm just naive to it. I don't know, but I tend to notice. Maybe it's because the older ones are more forthcoming. Is that the right expression? They're more forward, you know? Maybe. Yeah. Who knows? I just know it's amazing that you've got such mass appeal. I said it, and I stand by it. That's all that proves. True, man. It's true.